said that to jinx it. I was hoping if it jinxed, it would happen right there. Alright, well, that seems alright. Alright, so we're here to play Myriad Song. Anyone want to do a recap of last session?
Last time, Jewel escaped a bunch of robots that didn't really care that he was escaping, and met up with Yvonta, who was busy attacking a Keeper laboratory, which was set to explode. Everyone managed to escape in the ship, and meanwhile, on another planet, a spider decided to leave their babies alone. And left. That is the shortest description I can think of.
Alright, and how about giving you a description of who we are? Griffin, who are you playing today?
I'm playing Jewel, the very angry Towser conductor.
Okay, and Rafferty?
Hello, I'm Dava de Portia. I am a determined high-tech Rax laborer. Time for conversation has just begun.
Alright, and Arcloid?
I am playing Ivantana Vryn, the comfortably numb Rax pusher.
And your motto? Your motto?
Oh, only the first one is free.
Alright, we're gonna go back to De Portia for the beginning. I believe we said that you'd been working at the warehouse for the shipping center on Sinkva's moon for the last, what was it? Week, 2 weeks, did we say?
Yes, I'm working on a loading dock and slowly building my people skills and spending more times reading the wistful diary of my former companion, trying to make sense of his formula. Every day I get a little bit more insight into what's going on, but I still feel like a cog in a much larger machine.
As you do in a normal society. You're heading off to work today. What skills do you have to stay, to not be singled out in a crowd?
While I have low profile, and I also have, evasion, but I can't hide from work, so deceit, I think, is more appropriate. Also, I actually am a day laborer. Like, I have strength and team player, so I'm actually good at my job.
Right, no, this is on your way to work.
Oh, yeah, keeping my head down in the crowd. Like I said, I've got low profile. Since I'm in disguise and not obvious as a Vala, then I think deceit would be the most appropriate.
Alright, go for it. Give me a roll.
Okay. Hey, a good roll. 2 successes.
Okay. So you make your way down morning traffic and everything, mostly on foot. You don't have any vehicles, and there's not really a good methodology for alien labor to travel around here. A very sorry, my brain stopped working. My brain's still on all my problems from earlier. It's a very segregated society here on the moon. You're allowed here, but it seems by the humans' good graces that you're only allowed here. So you have to travel by foot to get back to your job, and get back home again every day. But it seems to go out. Damn, I pushed the talk button. It seems to be going alright. You get to work unmolested. You could see on the streets that every so often these people wearing suits and like red badges around their arms pull people aside from the moving crowd of aliens traveling to work. have conversations with. Some of them get a bit physical, but you know, part of blending in with the crowd is not turning to look. You know, don't make eye contact, that sort of thing.
Makes sense.
You make it to work that day, and well, give me a skill roll. See how well you do at work. See how the day goes.
I'm assuming that would be craft.
Unless you have a better idea.
No. And I do. I didn't roll any bonus dice due to team player. Ah, there's my roll. But my specialty in craft is working a day job. So 1 success, and I didn't throw my team player in there because I'm not sure how it would help it. But I guess one success is enough to do a good job.
I mean, to be fair, the first time you were here, you did an amazing job. So, at worst, you've gone back to acting like everybody else around here, reinforcing the alien stereotype of being lazy.
Well, it's above my pay grade. If you paid me more money, I'd work harder.
Right. Well, you're getting paid more than anybody else around you. It just happens to be less than the humans are getting paid.
Yep. I'm having an off day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even my off day is better than most people's regular days.
Right.
I'm just so distracted thinking about all the formulas, like how my life has changed in the last few months, and I've become a fugitive.
No, you put in an average day's labor. You work about as hard as anybody else around you, which is to say, just enough to not earn the ire of the foreman, that sort of thing. By the end of the day, it's tiring work, but you're used to it. Well, you're less used to it than anybody around here because you're now in a gravity well, and you did most of your former work life in a near-ish zero-G environment.
Free fall.
Yeah, I mean, near
or
to
microgravity.
Yeah,
so.
microgravity probably more apt.
Yeah, but I've also been running around on that forest moon for a month.
That's
so.
fair. That's fair. Maybe you got your...
Everything's a slightly different challenge. But I am also part of the larger warrior cast, so giant rippling muscles.
Oh, I was thinking more of a thicker exoskeleton, which make you heavier. Which means higher gravity environments would be even worse on you.
Yeah. Technically, I couldn't support my own weight.
But yeah, when it's time to leave work, why don't you give me another roll to not stand out in a crowd.
Gonna make me regret not buying Shadow. My favorite use of deceit is committing crime, so I don't think it applies to this.
You're gonna mug somebody on your way home so you can better not stand out.
Let's say no.
Okay. So, as you head down in the crowd, trying to make your way back to the apartment that you've been allocated as part of your job assignment, you see... Sorry, gotta pull them out here. God damn, my pictures are so tiny. Sorry, I'm having a hard time dragging. You know what? I think there's a show to button. Show to players. Not visible. Show to everyone. Alright, you see him?
Wow. He looks friendly.
Yeah, you see him standing on a, corner, and he's watching these, people, well, I say people, these aliens walking past him with this obvious look of disgust on his face, and his eye trails over to you. He says, "You there, stop."
I'll stop.
Come over here.
I'll go over there. I will attempt a submissive posture.
Where are you coming from?
Work, sir. I have my work permit right here.
Let me see him.
You are a sir, right? It's hard to tell.
He's not gonna respond to that because obviously the little contempt on his face grows.
Is that contempt? Also hard to tell. My face isn't that flexible.
But yeah, do you give him work papers?
No, I show him my work permit. I don't let him take it.
I mean, he'll obviously lean in, squint a bit. I'm gonna need you to come with me.
But I have to get home. My liquid methane's going to turn over.
Are you talking back to me?
You showed me his uniform. Does he have any badges or anything? Do I recognize him as some authority figure?
Yeah, hold on a sec. Sorry, it's gonna take me a second. Nope. Click the right one immediately. Show the players. He has a black and red. This is gonna be black and white when you see it, but it's black and red arm badge.
Okay.
With that on it.
That looks familiar. Does that, I mean, is that a badge?
Do you have any skills to know what that stands for?
No, I guess I could just roll my mind. I mean, I work here. The problem is, like, he hasn't identified himself as a policeman.
I mean, you say you work here, but do you have local area knowledge?
No.
You're not that invested in the area? Okay.
Well, I'm invested in keeping a low profile. That means knowing who the police are.
Sure. It's alright. I mean, with that and one success, you would know that that is the insignia of House Sosmery.
And they own this place?
They are established with holding the planetary defense, so, you know, military police, actual police.
So he's a military guy, but I don't necessarily know if he has any authority. I'll go with him.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually has the authority to detain me, but he is an authority figure.
Right.
I'll see what this is about.
Yeah, he is going to gesture for you to walk ahead of him, or, you know, somewhat beside him, and indicate for you to approach a nearby alley.
Okay.
The buildings around you, you're at sort of a T intersection area where you would have been walking straight ahead. There is a right-hand turn in a road. Above you are some floating vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not anti-gravity. They've got kind of like rocket propulsion situation going on. But since you're in you're in a low gravity environment, it doesn't require much fuel or anything, so they are efficient in a sort of way. Otherwise, the buildings around you are about 3 stories tall, and you are being escorted towards a alleyway between 2 of these buildings before the right-hand intersection.
Sure, I'm a spider. I don't care.
Yeah. In the alley, you see this person. Sorry. Again, my eyesight's getting horrible these days. Make sure I got the right one. Nope, that's the wrong one. Alright. Show the players.
Wow.
He has a similar badge. Not on his arm like the other guy. His is more on like a chest one.
Right, it'd be a chest emblem. Okay,
yeah,
he's
like
clearly marked.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said it would be on his breastplate. Or that technically that triangle thing that goes over his upper chest is a lorica. Yeah, he's clearly marked as military. So the other guy looks like he's in a dress uniform. This guy's in battle dress. Right,
and the guy ahead of you says, well, what do we got here?
I just work here. My name is Imdala de Portia. I have my work papers right here. I'm sure this is just some sort of misunderstanding. Look, I don't have a lot of money.
Is another one of those, Officer Malik? And he doesn't give any verbal response. He's standing behind you. You see the guy in front of you reaches for his hip and seems to pull out some sort of blunt object.
Ooh, a steaming blunt object.
Yes, one in colloquial nightstick sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And he, wraps it against his own fist. He says, I do so love when they put up a fight. It's a shame these aliens around here, always trying to assault the law.
I will put in a submissive posture, and say, "Look, I don't want any trouble. I don't have a lot of money. I can just give it to you."
Oh, you got money, do you? How much
Actually,
you
do
get?
it's not payday, so I guess I don't have any money, do
You did
I?
get paid last session.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what I told you, but I did tell you based on a roll that you made for the work you did for a week.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. I will give him all my money. Please don't hurt me.
He's gonna look down at the. You just hand it out to him. You drop it on the ground. What's your preferred methodology?
I hand it to him. I've got 4 arms.
All right. Yeah, he'll extend one hand and take the money from you, and he'll look down at it, and he'll give a soft chuckle like, bribing a cop. That's not gonna look good when I take you in.
Please, I haven't done anything. I can't miss work.
Haven't done anything.
I have spider ague.
Isn't that so like the alien races? Haven't done anything, coming here, taking human jobs away from human workers. I swear, sometimes we just gotta put you in your place so you know not to come back around here anymore. Filthy fucking.
I'll attempt to look scared. I'm waiting for him to make the first move.
Okay. He's going to raise that stick into the air, as though he's about to come crashing down on your forehead.
Okay. I will attempt to dodge.
Okay. So you're.
I assume we're not rolling initiative, right?
Well, allow me to continue for a moment. Your squat to submissive posture, looking up at him. You're obviously coiled up to, spring away from whatever blow he's about to deliver to you. His hand begins to ratchet down at you as though he's about to hit you, when you hear another voice from behind you say, "Hey, what are you doing down there?" Do you turn to look?
No, because I'm watching this guy.
Okay. His hand stops mid-swing as he looks up. He says, "What's it to you?" And this very feminine voice, well, not feminine. It's obviously a female's voice, but it's a more of a gruff tone to it.
Well, if it's high and squeaky, it's not female. Females have big, loud, gruff voices. You gotta be larger than the males.
You've been working around a lot of humans lately. I would hope, even with.
And they don't make any sense! Why don't the bigger and stronger ones just eat the weaker ones? I'm so confused!
Oh, you're reminding me of the Olaf comment where all the females of other races look different from the males, except for humans.
Just look like floppy women you wouldn't want to fuck. Doesn't make any sense.
That's great. It's another thing I don't hate.
All of that. Weird perverts.
But yeah, the voice, again, he stops mid-swing, says, "What's it to you?" And the feminine, or at least female voice from behind you says, "We can't be having this around here. They come down on our heads one more time. Some of us are going to be cut from the precinct. I don't know about you. This is my last chance."
Seems to be some drama going on here. I can leave you guys alone.
He's going to kick at you. I guess go ahead and make me that dodge anyway.
No, I'm not going to dodge. Go ahead and hit me.
Alright, well, then soak 2 weak.
Let's see. Oh, and it's weak. Wow, I'm actually hurt. I will flail in pain. Oh, it's so horrible. I'm so hurt.
Alright, this male voice from behind you, not the same one that was talking to you before, not the guy in the uniform, says, "Oh dear God, what the hell are you doing?" And you hear the scuffling of sorry, my brain stopped working. The scuffling of feet on the ground, and this figure appears at your side, looking like this.
I don't understand what's going on. I'm so confused, I say, hamming it up.
Yeah, he is actually going to crouch down beside you, put like an arm over your back.
Mm-hmm. He's not going to carry me to safety. I'm like twice his size.
No, it's like, like if somebody was gotten beaten up, arm over your back, looking up at the other person, more of a defensive posture than I'm going to, officer and a gentleman you out of here.
Yeah, this is like, a fantastic scene, except like, oh no, I'm so hurt, and I limp. And like, I'm this giant spider.
Yeah, but you're crouched down, which means you're in a position that he can actually do this.
I know. Well, I mean, it would be like I would actually have to like bend over and make it a show of him escorting me out, even though like I'm fine. It's so hilarious.
Yes.
I have the seat skill to play this up.
Right. I mean, do you want to play it up even more? You're injured instead of hurt?
Of course. I want to play this up.
Give me a roll.
Ah! No, damn it, I am determined to make this work. There we go.
Alright, 1 success.
Not a terrible botch.
So conceivably, anybody not giving you much attention will think you're more hurt than you are, but if anybody were to check, they would see that you're just lightly bruised rather than...
Usually to see through a deceit would be questioning. So if they actually had questioning skill, they might see through it, but casual observers would not.
Right. That's right. This guy puts an arm over your back. Says, "You ruffians. Why does it always have to be this way with you? They're just people. They might not be human, but they are people. Come on, let's get you out of here. I'm sure they don't want to be reported for this." I mean, you feel the arm on your back trying to tug you away, as if to pull you out of the situation.
I limp along.
Alright, and when he turns... Oh, shit. Sorry, misjudged my mouse pointer and clicked a button on my Discord instead of on my,
We've all been there.
You see this woman standing behind you is the one that's been yelling at these guys. Oh, sorry, there's actually one other piece of information that you should, the guy who's got his arm around you... Actually, give me a observation check real quick.
Okay. Man,
1 success.
continuing my tradition of rolling like ass.
The guy with his arm around you has an insignia on his coat that looks like this. And the woman has a giant, center of the chest, she's wearing a giant t-shirt with an insignia, with a design on it.
I usually call that like a tabard.
Yeah, like a tabard that looks like this.
He's from a different house, okay. Interesting. Okay. So they're a different noble house.
Right. But yeah, he'll move to get you out of the alleyway, and she is going to stand her ground at the end of the alleyway until you guys pass, and then she is going to walk into the alleyway, and you can hear her uh, almost shouting, but very loudly yelling at these guys. But as you're moving out of the alleyway, it becomes indistinct rattling. As she says things to them and they say things back to her that just bounces and echoes off one another. That very indistinctive. It's easier to get the emotion from it, which is anger, disappointment, indignation, than it is to hear the actual words being said. The guy pulling you along, or not pulling you along, pushing you forwards, because again, hand on the back sort of scenario, says, I'm so sorry about that. People around here have a real distaste for things not of their own.
I'm so confused and hurt. I just want to do my job. I can't cry because I don't have tear ducts.
I understand.
The only way I can express my grief is by sitting here with a cold, emotionless face. I'm sure you understand.
Yes, resting bitch face. I understand. My wife. Much the same.
It's resting bug face.
Tell me,
my glistening compound eyes.
What work you said? What is it that you do around here?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the legs. That's my grief is receiving cash. What does I do around here? I move boxes. I'm not very intelligent. I mean, smart.
He's gonna look back towards the mass of other aliens that are walking in the direction you came from.
Yeah, I just do my job.
That's good. It's good, honest work.
I just want to live. Is that so much?
No.
They took all my money.
Oh, that's terrible. How much? How much did they take?
I think they only took. I think I only got paid like 5 souls, so that's how much 5 notes. That's how much I'll say.
That's.
Yeah, Griffin wants me to grift them, but I don't want to. I'm not a good grifter. Yeah, I don't have a lot of deceit. I'm not going to grift them. I mean, they probably saw me handing the money over.
Well,
if you hadn't come, I don't.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you hadn't come, if you hadn't arrived, I don't know what they would have done to me.
There's no telling with that lot. There's been a lot of. He pauses. Labor shortage as of late. No doubt due to them.
Well, thank you so much, but I've already put you out so much so far. I really should be getting home. My liquid methane's gonna be boiling over.
He's gonna circle around from, hand on the back to standing in front of you, and he raises to his full posture, which assumedly is shorter than you. But he seems to be a rather tall human. You can see the picture, but he's like, what, 6'3", 6'4", by human standards?
Well, I'm hunched over with my limbs pressed close to my body. It's a predator trick where we look small and tiny and then suddenly lash out because we're freaking huge. But I'm not, I'm not showing him that.
If I were to assume, would I say that you work at the port?
That's correct. I work at the Port Authority. I have my work pass right here, I say, holding it up again.
Yeah, he'll squint at it for a moment and say, yes, did you need me to speak to your foreman or anything about this?
Oh, no, I don't want to be any trouble at all. I just do my job. You've already done so much, and I really need to get going. I'd rather just put this whole thing behind me.
I'm gonna make a quick roll. Just ignore me for a moment.
Yeah, I mean, you might actually have like questioning, so you might actually be able to see through a one success facade.
Actually,
I just work here. I'm not important. I really just keep a low profile.
do you have any questioning of your own?
No, that's what I'm seeking to buy.
Okay.
Like, I look at the face and it's like, I don't get it. He's not expressing his mandibles or making any sort of first or fifth degree gestures. Why do they only have 2 arms? This is so stupid.
Give me a quick roll of just your mind, then.
I know, because
He's not touching me on the face like all my people do.
yeah, spiders actually like have different gestures, like touching and greeting gestures. Yeah, it's like that disgusting malleable face. It's like his bones are on the inside. Must control gag reflex.
Yeah, I mean, there seems to be something odd about him, but it's odd in a human way, so...
Yeah, they're so weird.
And he says, alright, that's fair enough, I guess. Observation is bad.
Well, thanks again. Gotta go. Liquid
Would you
methane.
like to earn a little bit extra cash, though, to make up for what you lost?
Well, normally I wouldn't want to step outside my comfort circle, but how much money are we talking about?
He's going to squint and look off towards, like, the top of a building or something, you know, in that way that you do when you're thinking. You hadn't really considered what you thought.
And like I'm sitting there going, and I'm sitting here pausing. Is that what the humans call a tell? Is there something up there? I don't know. What's going on? What's wrong with this face?
Well, it would be a 2-part job, so I could maybe pay you 100 notes now and then 100 notes on completion.
Well, that would go a long way to paying off the balloon payment on my rental leasing agreement. It's not against the law, is it?
No, it's a simple delivery job.
Oh, I can move a box.
Well, even better, it's not even as big as a box. I just have some important information I need delivered, and then I need confirmation of that delivery. And you seem like somebody who's pretty adept at finding their way out of scenarios.
I'll extend my mandibles and drop my jaw. This is a smile, right? You think this is disarming and friendly, right?
I mean, are you saying that out loud? You find this disarming, right?
Yeah, I am saying it out loud because I'm playing dumb. This is this is what humans do, right?
No, I think that's kind of creepy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then yes. Sorry, ma'am, sir.
You're with the guy, not that woman.
I know, but my character would say
Right,
ma'am.
I just wanted to
But you're
clarify.
Lancashire. I know. I just, yeah, we're on the same page.
Just in case you thought you were with that blue woman.
Why are you like the same size? I don't get it. And you're clearly hairier.
Am I?
He doesn't he have like a hint of a beard or a mustache or something?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah. I mean, that's not female? I'm so confused.
Well, thankfully I don't think it's ever going to be a real concern for us.
Yes, 100 now and a delivery. Sure. I could buy so much liquid methane with that.
Okay. Whatever you use that for, sure.
What can't you use liquid methane for?
Breathing?
Yeah, I don't recommend that.
Yeah.
And another way you people make no sense. Shake my 4 fists.
So yeah, if you would just come with me, I could take you to where the object I need delivered is.
I'll go with him.
And...
Woohoo! I'm doing treason.
Sorry, treason.
Well, no, I'm sorry. That's me thinking in
No,
my
no, no,
head.
no. That's me, the GM, responding because I don't treason.
Well, they're high noble muckamucks, so well, at least intrigue. I mean, whatever they're doing, it's they need a fall guy patsy to deliver it.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you were performing treason against something of your own. I was like, wait, what?
No, I'm doing well. Whatever I'm doing, it's like I'm so expendable.
Sure. Oh yeah, he
But
will.
I have nothing else going on, and I could use some people in my pocket.
Yeah, he's going to lead you away from the the crowd of aliens that's swarming the streets. It's very much thinning by now, as the
Right.
basically the alien ghettos aren't that far away from the work site. And he is going to lead you into one of those floating cars, and he's going to fly you up and above the rest of the domed city to a separate higher class area. You can see this like rather large walled gate sort of scenario that blocks off the ghettoed area from the higher end. Like the higher end starts at the edge of the gate, and it looks not that much better than the ghetto area, except obviously it's been kept up, it's well painted, all that sort of shit. And
Yeah.
the buildings steadily get bigger, wider, more opulent the further away you get.
Neat.
And his is going to land in this squared. I don't know how you label architecture. It's like a squared U, with like a fountain area in the center of the internal U shape. You know what? Hold on. We're all on the same map. Just close these. I'm spending more time trying to just grab a U than I need to, but you know what I'm going for. Like this, basically. And a fountain in the middle here. And his little flying car comes in to land in front of the fountain. And the doors open up DeLorean style, which, I'm assuming you all know what DeLoreans are.
Gullwing.
Yeah. And he steps out and he escorts you through the building. It seems to be filled with people who have the same type of badge on their outfits, various locations. Some of them have them on necklaces, some of them like wearing them like I usually wear it a lot these days, like a heraldic badge.
Right. I'm guessing this is an embassy, and that people need to have badges or emblems. Those are probably also RFID tags, so that allow
Locators.
people access to places. Yeah, both so they can be located and so they can pass ARFID locks.
And he's going to escort you to a room off into a corridor that does not have windows in it. It seems to have some sort of antiquated. Yeah, sorry, I got there. Sometimes you get past a couple syllables of a word and your tongue decides, nope, not today, sir. Sir. Antiquated lighting that seems to be flickering for some reason, and he looks back, he says, I apologize, maintenance supposed to be here, well, for the last year now, and they haven't shown up. I think I've earned their ire for some reason.
Okay.
And the room is filled with tables of what looks like paper. Just papers spread out all over the place. Some of them not in any order. Some of them are just stacked. Some are spread out across tables. It also seems to be filing cabinets of all sorts. He leaves you nearest the door if you want to wander about the room. If you want to wander around the room, it's up to you. But he is going to move towards some drawers of stuff and start sorting through it as though looking for something.
Now, I need to backpedal a little bit. Did I have to go through any security checks?
Not while you were with him. I mean, people will look at you, and some of them will give you a distasteful look. Maybe, I don't know, 40% of the people you encounter give you a distasteful look in this building. But so long as you are obviously and clearly with this guy, nobody seems to be bothering you.
Okay, because I have weapons, so that's why I asked.
Right, understood. I think it's more a case of the fact that you are being escorted with a person that if any security check was to be had, you would just be waved through rather than
Okay.
stopped and
Because
searched.
because
Like,
I'm carrying both firearms and fissionables, so
right,
those
no.
would clearly show up on a scan. So just asking. So
Yeah,
all right.
no, I understand where you're coming from. It's more an idea that undesirables typically don't get here, let alone...
Right, they're giving me weird looks because of that, but yeah, if I had to walk through even the most basic metal detector, I would have set it the fuck off. So
Right, and it's more of a... It's probably something that comes up on the first one. Like, he gives you an odd look because he picked you up as somebody that was getting beat up on, not somebody that was obviously able to defend themselves. But he doesn't address it, and he waves you on, and any
okay,
guards in the area would be like, you know, I have to follow that guy, so...
right. I mean, if he brought it up in a dialogue, I have excuses. It's like you don't just pull out a gun and shoot somebody.
Right, but he doesn't ask. You
Yep.
just more just a confused look, and then you just keep on moving.
I have a feeling that he suspects that I'm not what you didn't like just offer me 100 because that's 100 days pay right there, and it's like I have a feeling he didn't offer me that money casually. So I think I think he is sussing out that I'm good at playing dumb and I can carry messages places, which is why he's hired me. But play my cards close to my chest. Sorry, play my cards close to my thorax.
Yes.
Do we have a thorax? Arachnids only have 2 segments. I wonder what they call that. There's the it's a head and thorax combined. I think there's a specific word for it.
Abdomen.
No, abdomen's the back half. Like an insect has a head, a thorax, and an abdomen, but arachnids have a combination head thorax.
Do they not have a thorax?
That's the big difference between an arachnid and an insect. Well, I didn't mean
they
to.
did. You know,
Cephalothorax.
Here. Yeah, thank you. Cephalothorax or prosoma.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the big difference. Our head and thorax is one big unit.
I literally found it.
Thank you, Internet.
But yeah, I guess the previous question still applies. Like I say, he enters the room, you see what the room layout is, and he goes searching through some drawers looking to find something. He doesn't pay you much attention as he leaves you at the doorway. Did you want to investigate the room any before he comes back to you?
Make a note of the escape routes.
Like I said before, it's a windowless internal room. It has the one door. You're standing in the escape route.
Yeah, I'm gonna so what's causing the lighting to fail? I actually have craft.
It appears to be a faulty LED light.
Okay, so those are short.
Right. Like he said, maintenance was supposed to have been here a year ago. He thinks he's earned the ire of someone in the maintenance department.
Screw it, I'll fix his lights.
Alright, give me a roll.
Two successes. My this is maintenance, not stevedore, so my craft doesn't apply.
Right. Well, I mean, with 2 successes, yeah, you
Yeah.
you pop the panel on what the LED is contained in. You unhook some wiring. You reapply some covering to the wiring. You know, twist twist some
solder
wiring
that
back around. Yeah.
Yeah, boom, done, and just climb back down.
Yeah, flickering stops. The room is well illuminated again. He blinks for a moment, looks around the room. I mean, he looks up from the drawers. Hey, thanks. That's pretty helpful.
I'll stare blankly with my 8 eyes in the universal gesture of appreciation.
He'll grab something from the drawer. So, there it is. You know, you hear the sound of rustling papers falling away, some of them falling out of the drawer, as he just disregards all that and wanders back over to you. And says, here, I need you to take this, and he's going to hand you what looks to be the shape and size of a black piece of toast.
Okay.
It's not toast, mind you. The shape and size.
I will immediately pocket it without looking at it.
Okay. Which all the more just goes for all I need to tell you then is the shape and size.
Yep.
I need you... Oh, I guess I'm going to have to give you a little bit more. I will give you... I'm sorry.
Can you tell me where it's supposed to go? Like,
yeah,
direct?
no, yeah, he's, like, putting pieces together in his head. Like, he's going to raise a hand, like, to eye level with himself. And, like, his fingers are going to waggle like he's doing math in his head. But using his fingers for a little bit of help. I guess I'm going to give you an extra 75 notes in per diem. This might take a bit. I need you to take it to a base on Nepha.
Off planet?
Yes, Nepha is off planet.
Wow.
There is a contact there that will meet you to take this device.
How will I know this contact? We have a code phrase or something?
They will find you. I will inform them of your coming.
Well, usually we would I would think we would meet at a place because I don't exactly want to be obvious as, first of all, I'm an alien. And second of all, I'm carrying your information. So I can't wander around wearing a white carnation or whatever it is that folks do.
He's gonna, like, tilt his head at you with a confused look, and his hand is slowly gonna drop away from the side of his head, and you're like, I don't know what you think is going on here. This isn't like some cheap spy novel. I'm just asking you to deliver an item. No different than if I was getting off of a flying car and someone was holding a sign with my name on it.
Oh, okay. I'm just also mentioning that I mean, you see how they treat us outsiders here on this planet. I'd be worried what sort of treatment I would get at this other station.
Isn't the outer system almost entirely aliens?
Oh, yeah. All right, I'll do it. Sorry, I forgot where I was going.
Yeah, he gives like another small
I don't
chuckle.
get out. I don't get out a lot.
Well, just as an out of character aside, you came from the outer system. That was where Vespasian
No, I'm sorry.
was.
Now they said Nevem, and once I realized, oh wait, that's outer system. Okay, now it all makes sense. He needs an alien for this. Oh yeah, sure. Well, but then I'll say, yeah, but there's a lot. I mean, a lot of us, Ragia look alike. I mean, so he might not be able to tell me apart from a bunch of other ones. Plus, I would feel better if you gave me, like, also, it's not a cheap spy novel, but how do I know I'm giving it to the right person? What if some other person comes up and asks me for a package?
That's a fair argument. I guess you would just give them my name.
Okay.
Alright, just tell them that you are representing Pay and Quentin Maxwell.
So they have to mention they want Quentin Maxwell's packet. All right. I will stare gormlessly with my 8 eyes in the universal gesture of appreciation.
Very well then. How soon would you be ready for departure?
I could leave now. With this kind of money, I can afford to spill some methane.
Again with the methane. Okay, sure. He's going to move back to one of the larger desks in the room. It looks like a working desk because it's not as cluttered and built up as all the other tables and everything in the room. And he is going to pull out a thick, what looks to be like leather-bound notebook. Not a notebook.
Oh my God! He's slain one of his comrades and used him to bind a book. How horrible!
Internal monologue or external monologue?
Internal monologue.
Okay. And he is going to pull out a writing implement, and he's going to start jotting notes down inside of the notebook. Again, not a notebook. You know, like a three-ring binder sort of scenario, but it's thinner and it has like a page inside for notepad and everything, but it also has all those other things inside for person doing notes on the fly.
Wow, I feel so old. That's called a planner.
Yeah, sorry, the name of it just escaped me.
I know. It's like as soon as you mentioned that, I said like because we're living in the future now. It's like a planner. Wow, a planner.
But yeah, he's gonna take it out and he's gonna start jotting notes in it, and then from one of the side pockets inside, he's going to pull out. He's gonna pull out a couple of pieces of. I don't. All the times we've been playing this game, what do notes look like?
If they're usually I assume that they're coins with RFID tags inside them. The RFID tags are almost everywhere in the Myriad.
Okay. Well, he
So
is going to pull
literally
out...
like if you had coins, someone could scan you and know how much money you have based on how much it responded.
Okay. Well, if we're assuming a coin-based system, then actually he's going to pull out a tube. He's going to pull out a tube, a round metal cylinder that has the note symbol on it, and a 100 written across the bottom. I would have rather had a 1K, but that doesn't fit.
Yeah, a 100 note coin. Oh, this is old Empire money too.
But yeah, he's going to pass that along to you. You know what? Actually, that makes even more sense. That would be old Empire coin. Yeah, but he will pass that along to you. And then he'll hand you the equivalent of 50 note per diem that he mentioned before. Very well, then. I expect this should be... Hold on a sec. I actually have to double check a...
Yeah, by the way, as a side note, you usually don't pay a courier by the day because now I can screw off for a month.
He's not paying you by the day.
You said per diem.
I'm sorry. When
Do-
I
do-
hear,
do-
when
do-
I get
do-
per diem,
sorry.
when I get per diem, when I
You mean
used
for
to
expenses?
yeah. Well,
Okay.
see,
sorry.
when I did work and we got per diem, it was for expenses. So I used the words interchangeably due to my own experience, not for the actual meaning of the word. Sorry though, I have to double check a note because I was about to say something that I need my own setting information for backup. You are on Syncfa, he wants you to go to Nefa. Yeah, this is, I should expect you back within the month.
I won't let you down. I guess I need to book my own passage with this money then?
Yeah.
All right, makes sense to me. I'm off.
Well, he will, again, escort you back out because I don't think there's any way you're getting out of here without him. Specifically because you have all those checkpoints and all those people, and the fact that you have to get back through the ghetto to get back to the port. It's a very reverse Caribbean vacation situation you got going on here. So you have usually on like a Caribbean vacation, you have the excellent parts of the island around where the hotels and everything are, and then you have to travel way out to get to the slums and everything that surround that. Whereas this way, you have the slums surrounding the port, and then you have the higher ups further out. But it's probably only because of necessity. You don't only want the aliens at the port. You don't want the aliens spreading out across the moon.
Right. I guess the next thing you do is to book passage and get out of here.
Yeah. Is your how's your passport looking?
Non-existent.
Also, I think you cheated your way onto the moon, didn't you?
Yep, so I guess it's time to cheat my way off.
How do you propose to do that?
Same way I got here. Find a ship, stow away on it. Because I don't You know, with craft, I have craft and I have deceit, and my specialty is crime. I could forge a boarding pass.
In
He gave me.
my heart of hearts, I was hoping you would say, make a spaceship.
I was just thinking that.
No.
I know it's impossible, but I was just really...
Well, not
Nice.
impossible, impractical, I think is a better word.
Yeah, the Shawshank Redemptions of escapes, right?
In less than a month.
How did he make a spaceship with a spoon?
Tony Stark built one of these in a cave with scraps.
Ah, perfect. That's perfect. But yeah, you wanted to try and forge a a passport or a boarding pass? What are you looking for here?
A passport makes more sense because I just need a fake ID. I can buy a legit pass.
Okay. And what skills again?
I have craft and deceit.
No gifts of any sort that would add to such a thing?
I do have low profile, which means I'm not trying to impersonate anyone specific. I'm just trying to, get cheap boarding pass.
Now, I have to
So
stop you there. With a passport, you are trying to impersonate someone specific.
Right. So I was suggesting low profile might apply, but I can see why it wouldn't, because I'm not pretending to be just a nameless person. I'm pretending to be a specific person. So I would see why that wouldn't apply. So yeah, so just craft and deceit.
Give me a roll then.
And mind, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you had to have a stat to go with it.
And I'll do this. I'm going to go ahead and sleep on this and do this the next day. Is that all my dice? A lot of D4s, but more dice is better. Oh, wow. That is a 2 success pass. So that will defeat... Yeah, that'll defeat even skilled people, which I will need to defeat.
Okay. So you look at this thing and you think it's good enough?
2 successes should be enough to defeat a cursory scan. And I'm also doing something routine, not something special. So yeah. I mean, I just need this to buy the ticket. Once I've got the ticket, they're only going to ask for the ticket.
Right. Okay. I'm just leaving it up to you, that's all. I just wanted to ask if you thought that was good enough.
And I'll also peace bind all my weapons. And, I mean, can I just rote that crafting roll?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Peace bind all my weapons and check those.
Surprised you just didn't leave them behind.
Where am I going to... I have 2 laser pistols. You can't just replace those.
Sure you can. Holdout pistols. Well,
I also have 2 holdout pistols.
I mean, it seems to me that in a criminal market, holdout pistols are like the easiest to come by.
Right, but I'm better with laser pistols. I'm a high-tech person.
No, fair.
Yeah, I come from a high-tech world where we use, like, real weapons.
But you're going to try and get the peace-bound weapons through... I guess peace-bound weapons are...
Well, yeah, that's why you peace bind them and check them as luggage.
They wouldn't ask you for permits for them, though? Because even with replica weapons, they really want you to have documentation.
That's kind of because it's a role-playing game and players expect to carry weapons, the book we divided weapons into, like, weapons and then proscribed weapons, with proscribed being in the category of, you would really have to explain why you need an assault rifle or a rocket launcher. Whereas the other weapons, it's like it's a dangerous world, recognizing need for common defense, et cetera, et cetera. But like I said, I can also understand why they wouldn't let you want to take that, on travel to somewhere.
I mean,
so,
I guess the argument being that it would be fine. You're leaving,
right, that's why
you're leaving Syncfa. If you were entering Syncfa with them, it might be more of an argument. But yeah, sure. You're taking weapons away from the planet, which is good for them.
Right. I mean, like with you, a realistic game where weapons were extremely rare and controlled by law, I think would, I'd be down with that. But dude, you can't publish a role-playing game and not let people have weapons. They get upset.
Yeah, I think the only person here who would need their weapons checked would be Ivana, because she's got the prescribed one.
Right. That was our concession of stuff that is obviously ridiculously, dangerous. My weapons are in the regular category; they're not in the prescribed
Arguments
category.
you get through trying to get past the space TSA.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They're just guns. We all have guns.
Well, I'm checking them correctly. I'm not bringing them on the plane. I'm putting them in the luggage. And yes, I have the permits. Here's my fake ID.
All right.
So off we go.
I think our scene is going to then end with the camera panning back away from the Porsche, entering the spaceport to, showing the fake passport to then be able to go buy tickets to Niffa. As our camera pans back away from the moon of Sinkva and actually flies across the system to Niffa itself, already in progress. And where did we leave off with Yavanta and Jules? I'm sorry, you're still J0-11 in my eyes.
No, I've declared my name now.
You've told them that name, but have you earned your name? To me, you'll always be Toby.
No. But I believe last we were escaping from the countdown on our ship.
Well, you had already lifted off in a way, so...
Exactly.
I mean, unless you turn around to look at the explosion in space, there's no real way to know that it's happened.
Well, I mean, cool guys don't look at explosions, so obviously I'm staring right at it.
Well, yeah, also there's no real viewport in the back of the ship, because that's where the engines are.
Right.
Flying away from it is the problem.
Yeah, but I believe we were probably going to discuss next what we were all doing, which I think they just let me in on the fact that they are after information. And when they mention secret keeper research notes, I'm like, oh, I have some of those. So I'd probably start the scene out by like being at like whatever the table everyone eats food at is, and just like sit down, pull out like a handful of like scientist notepads from like when I was escaping, and just say like, is there anything on these?
All right, Ivana will be checking them out using her academics to see if they pertain to what she has come here to fetch.
I do have some mind and academics I can use to try to help you. That sound good?
That does sound good. She will tell this strange, very short Towser what she wants, and then we'll go look at the notes.
Hey, get some help.
All right, so you want me to roll mind and academics and make sure that we've got what we need, or if she's going to think that we need to go elsewhere to look for more?
Yeah, go ahead, roll.